So I'm going to be planting tomatoes today, and one of the first things you want to do with the pots is, if you're using an old pot like this, which was from a tree that I purchased, you can buy little screens to put inside to block the holes so that the dirt doesn't come out. Of course, I'm a minimalist, so I'm not even bothering, mainly because I'm so busy I forgot where I put them. I'm going to use a mixture of cactus plant mix, which you typically use for succulents for good drainage. And I want to give that a try with my tomatoes and do about 1/3 cactus mix with about 2/3 potting soil. So I'm just going to go ahead in and kind of mix the soil and do a little bit of each. Gardening's good exercise. If you have to lift properly, you're going to feel it in your back. I should be squatting a little bit more. Now, if you're planting a smaller tomato, if you have a tomato like this, you would actually trim off these stems and plant it to about here. It's just going to produce a healthier plant. And actually, with this tomato, even though that there's a little flower in a baby tomato, I would actually do that because in the long term it would be more abundant. But I'm going to actually plant this big tomato over here instead. So right now I'm mixing in the cactus mixture with the organic potting soil mix. You'll hear different theories about breaking up the bottom. Some gardeners I know, they just put it right in and they don't break up the root system in place. And actually I kind of share that philosophy. So I just have to make sure I have a nice deep hole. And you can kind of tell by taking it, yeah, that looks great. I'm just gently tapping. So I buy them from a science teacher who has been at our farmer's market selling plants for a long time, and he gives me great gardening advice too. So you'll make sure this is in there. I don't jam pack it in. I want it to breathe. And then I'm gonna add in this soil around it. I'm all about reusing and recycle, hence the pots. But you can buy, be more careful and buy BPA-free plastic. But you have to be so careful because if you bend or even slightly put pressure on the stem, you could damage your tomato plant. This is also really fun to do with kids. And then the most important thing, of course, is to make sure that you water it right after planting it. And on a day like this has been the coolest day we've had in a while. I think it's like 89 or 90. So I'm going to keep it in the shade the first few days. I don't want it to have shock. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really break up the root ball that much. I think this is going to be pretty abundant. You want to remember what type of tomato it is, because if it's one of your favorite tomato plants, you'll have the little record for next season. And this is a Lozano, and I rarely ever buy them this big. It just looks so beautiful, I had to purchase it. Yo, 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 eat the tomato!